There is a moment happening in the sky tonight that most horoscopes will flatten into a single sentence. And if you are a Libra, that would be a mistake, because what is unfolding for you right now is layered enough to change how you think about the rest of this year. Let us start with what is actually happening up there, because it matters. The full moon in Aquarius, which peaked on July 30th, is doing something unusual. Aquarius sits in your fifth house, the house of romance, self-expression, and creative exposure. So this moon is illuminating whatever you have been quietly building, whether that is a relationship, a passion project, or simply your own sense of daring. Full moons bring things to a head. They do not whisper, they reveal. And this one is landing during what some astrologers are calling a new summer of love, echoing 1967, meaning the emotional charge in the air is not just yours, it is collective. You may notice relationships around you shifting fast, some coming together, some falling apart, and if you look closely, you will probably find that same restless, electric energy inside your own life too. At the same time, something quieter but arguably more powerful is happening in your 11th house, the house of friendship, networks, and future vision. The Sun and Jupiter are meeting there in a rare alignment some traditions call the Day of Miracles. Western astrologers frame this as an expansion of your social influence, a moment when your ability to unite people around a shared goal becomes almost magnetic. People are not just listening to you today, they are rallying around you, and that is not a coincidence. That is Jupiter amplifying whatever the Sun touches, and right now it is touching your community and your long-term vision. Layer onto that a subtler, older signal. In the Vedic tradition, the moon is currently transiting Capricorn, which speaks less to romance and more to movement, structure, and unexpected travel. Some Vedic astrologers suggest this could manifest as a short trip, a family obligation, or a shift in your immediate environment, and interestingly, it also favors receiving guidance from someone older or more experienced, someone whose insight might reframe a problem you have been stuck on. If you have been waiting for clarity on something practical, this is where it may arrive. And then there is the thread almost nobody talks about: health. Some astrologers who track the outer planetary shifts affecting collective well-being note that this period is dismantling old patterns in how we relate to medicine, healing, and physical care. If you have placements in Virgo, this theme intensifies for you specifically. You may feel like the rules around your own health have quietly changed, like a door that used to be locked is suddenly open. That is not imagination. That is the energy of collective transformation reaching into your personal chart. Here is where it gets interesting, because these four threads, the Aquarius full moon, the Sun-Jupiter meeting, the Capricorn moon, and this deeper health shift, are not separate stories. They are the same story told from four angles. Western astrology sees a Libra stepping into visibility through community leadership. Vedic astrology sees a Libra receiving practical guidance during a period of movement. And underneath both, something in your relationship to your own body and your own boundaries is being quietly rewritten. Let us talk about love, because tonight's moon is not subtle about it. If you are partnered, this energy tends to reignite something playful, the kind of spark you had early on, before routine took over. You may find yourself wanting to flirt, to surprise your partner, to feel seen again rather than just familiar. If you are single, the same restless energy works differently. It nudges you back into visibility, back into rooms you have been avoiding, back into the dating world you had quietly stepped away from. The fifth house does not just rule romance, it rules being witnessed, so do not be surprised if today feels like an invitation to stop hiding your interest in someone or something. But here is what almost every horoscope misses about this particular full moon. It is not asking you to chase, it is asking you to reveal. There is a difference. Chasing is anxious energy. Revealing is confident energy. Today favors the second. that same confidence carries directly into your work life, because the Sun-Jupiter meeting in your 11th house is not just social, it is professional too. This is one of those rare days where your natural Libra gift, making a path feel possible for others, becomes genuinely magnetic. People are more likely to follow your lead today, not because you are pushing, but because you are organizing optimism into something concrete. If there is a project that has lost momentum, this is a strong window to name the goal clearly, assign roles, and reunite belief in it. Vedic astrologers watching the Capricorn moon would add one practical detail here. The window between 11:45 a.m. and 1:15 p.m. carries unusually favorable timing for important conversations or decisions. So if you can schedule something significant, that is the stretch to use. Surely, this momentum bridges into money, though not in a dramatic way. Some astrologers note a payday or income boost may arrive around now, which sounds purely positive, and mostly is, but there is a caution folded inside it too. Jupiter's expansive energy makes commitment feel easy, maybe too easy. You may feel tempted to say yes to more social plans, more financial commitments, more obligations, simply because everything feels abundant right now. The wiser move is quiet arithmetic. Enjoy the increase, but do not let optimism write checks your actual time and energy cannot cash. Now here is the detail that ties everything together, the piece most people watching today's sky will completely miss. This full moon in Aquarius is not just affecting your love life or your social visibility in isolation, it is part of a much longer cycle that Vedic and Western astrologers are both quietly flagging, a wave of relationship shifts, separations, unions, and even a noticeable rise in engagements and new beginnings that will ripple through the collective from now until next July. You are not just experiencing your own personal full moon, you are standing inside a much larger cultural turning point, and your chart happens to be catching the spotlight of it through your most expressive, most visible house. That is rare. That is worth remembering. Which brings us naturally to your body, because energy like this does not stay abstract. It lands somewhere physical. Many Libras may notice a genuine shift in how they think about health right now, a willingness to try something different, whether that is a new form of movement, a new approach to diet, or simply questioning old medical advice that never quite fit. If you have felt an old health pattern finally loosening its grip, that is not coincidence. That is the wider cultural shift in healthcare, finding a personal doorway through you, especially if Virgo shows up anywhere in your birth chart. Physical activity in particular seems to help reset perspective right now, not as discipline, but as release. If you are feeling emotionally heavy today, movement may be more useful than analysis. On the subject of remedies, some Vedic practitioners might suggest Saturn-related practices during structurally shifting periods like this, things like specific mantras or gemstones, but that guidance is never one size fits all. Gemstone prescription in Vedic astrology depends entirely on an individual's birth chart, planetary dignity, and current dasha period, so treat any such suggestion as something requiring personal chart analysis, not a blanket recommendation for every Libra watching. As this energy moves into your home and social world, expect warmth rather than tension. The Capricorn moon favors travel, whether that is a short family trip or simply a shift in scenery, and older relatives or mentors may offer insight that lands more meaningfully than usual. If a family gathering or unexpected visit appears on your calendar this week, lean into it. There is likely more value in it than it first appears. Spiritually, this is a moment to notice how much you have been holding for others and to ask whether some of that needs to be released. Full moon's illumination works both ways. It shows you what is ready to bloom and what is ready to be let go. Picture it like an old photograph finally coming into focus. Some details you will want to keep, others you will finally see clearly enough to put down. For quick reference, today's supportive color leans blue, Your favorable window falls between 11:45 a.m. and 1:15 p.m., and the theme running through everything is expansion guided by fairness, expressed through visibility, community, and honest reassessment of your well-being. If you take one thing from today, let it be this: do not wait for permission to be seen, whether that is in love, in your work, or in how you care for your own body. Say the goal out loud, make the plan concrete. Let the people around you rally, because right now they will. And when a decision needs weight behind it, trust the guidance of someone who has already walked the road before you. This is a day built for visibility, not hesitation, so let yourself be witnessed and let yourself be believed.